What's up, everyone? We are back with part 5 of Making Up for Lost Time. Now, we are currently at 350 trillion lifetime coins since last time. I'll pull that up right now. Here, we're actually at 357 at the time of this recording. And also, since then, we made some progress on some milestones as well. So, as you can see here, I finally managed to somewhat cheese my way through wave 15. Well, sorry, tier 15. I ended up at wave 345, which is pretty awesome. I ended up going with more so a damage build with max range. And after working on my super crit for a little bit, I was somehow able to get through it. It was like around wave 280, and I still didn't pop my second win, so I was like, oh, cool. Well, I guess, this is off to a good start. But yeah, so now tier 16 is unlocked, and except the bad news is when I did tier 16, I basically died almost immediately because since I'm running a Devoed workshop and my tower is not really that strong, so I think I died like wave 2, and then I had to like pop on demon mode, and then I only went like another, I think like 9 waves. Yeah, it says wave 11. Also, on top of that, we have a tier 14 milestone at 1,293 waves. I was going for the next milestone. I think it was like 1350. And my second win popped around, I think it was like 1290 or so. And I wasn't looking because I wasn't looking at my screen because I was busy writing to someone else on Discord. And I ended up dying at 1293. So that's a fail on my part. Oh, well. Anyways, tier 13, we got very far for tier 13. What I did for tier 13 was I basically ran my tournament setup, my Legends League setup, where I was just doing a damage build with the Dimension Core and the Project Funding. And early on, I took the debuff where the enemies, I think the enemies had like 44% less speed, but they did double the damage. And then I also got to take the other perk pretty quickly. The one where the enemies have like minus 55% health, but your health and regen is like 90% less, which came in clutch there. And at one point, because I wasn't running Wave Excel, the run felt like forever because I'm so used to using Wave Excel and Wave Skip and all that. And then eventually I ended up finishing that at like wave 2832. I tried doing wave 4500 for tier 12. I failed. Well, what happened was I got to wave 3600 and I died around 3600. Then the next day I lost my progress because I was at work. I was doing a farming run at work. It was a tier 9 run. I got to like around wave 6k or so. And I could have sworn I force saved my game. When I went home, I tried to open up the game on another device, and because I guess the game was already open on the other device, it said that message about the game is open on another device, and then when I went to open up the game again, it said to resume from tier 12, wave 3200, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me, dude. So I lost like about 13 hours of progress there. I think I purchased some gems at the time. I lost that too. Luckily, support got it back for me, so shout out to them. And at that point, well, I reached out to support, and then they didn't get back to me for like 2 more days. And they were saying, yeah, we can restore your game back to when you opened up the support ticket, but it was already 2 days worth, and I caught up already. It's just really frustrating because this is like the second time this occurred where basically I lost a farming run when I switched devices, even though I did a force save before I did that because I guess, I don't know, I'm supposed to wait like a minute or two before I shut the game down and switch devices. But then again, I just got to make sure that the game's not already running on the other device that I open up to, because currently I play this game on an iPad Pro when I'm at home mostly, mainly because it's smooth and it supports 120 FPS, and I could just leave it hooked up while I could use my phone for other stuff, and I could just mirror it onto the computer, which is what I'm doing right now. And then also when I'm at work, I play the game on both of my phones because I have a work cell phone and I have a personal cell phone. So the personal cell phone, it's an iPhone 16 Pro Max. I like to play the game on that instead because the game, it doesn't overheat the phone and it runs smooth the whole time. When I play on my Android, which I believe is a Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, the game tends to overheat that phone, and sometimes the game tends to slow down here. And even though that game supports that phone supports 120 FPS as well, because it has 120 hertz refresh rate, it tends to overheat that phone more often. Usually because, and then if I don't leave the charger hooked up, the battery, it's basically at 60% after like 10 minutes because, the game, it uses up a lot of battery, obviously. All right. So, yeah, anyways, enough of that. I'm basically yapping way too much. Anyways, so that's it for the milestones. Right now, I'm in a tier 9 run now. We currently farmed about 15.08 trillion coins. I'm trying to get to around, I think it's like 15.3 trillion because I want to do the next coin bonus upgrade in my Workshop Plus. And something about, if I'm correct, the upgrades for that, they tend to double dip, if I'm correct. I'm not 100% sure. If someone can if someone can verify that for me in the comments. I forget how that goes. But yeah, trying to do that. Also, I've been following my effective path sheet, so I can give an update on that real fast as well. So recently I made a video on how to fill out this sheet. Now, originally, on a side note, I was going to release this video a day before, but I thought the video was way too long, and I felt like I just didn't shut the hell up because it was over an hour long, the whole thing. So what I did instead was I tried to edit it down a little bit and get rid of all the awkward pauses and stuff, and I tried to trim it down as much as I can. But the video still ended up being over 1 hour long, but the tutorial itself was only 45 minutes, which was pretty good, I'd say, because considering the sheet itself takes around, it could take up to an hour to fill out, depending on how good you are with computers, or if you have like Boom or APM or whatnot, or you're real slow with computers, I don't know. So, like for me, it took me about a half hour or so to fill out. And I'm not a fan of data entry, but it is what it is. You got to fill in a bunch of things. It seems they seem to like the video. As I was looking at the numbers at the time of this recording, it looks like at the time the video, it's only been out for a little over a day. And the video's already got over 460 views, about 40 likes, and 8 comments so far, which is pretty awesome. And I thank you guys for that, which is really cool. At first, I kind of didn't want to put out the video because I kind of cringed at the way of how I yapped extra long about everything. But I guess I figured if I could explain everything in detail and try not to miss anything, I may have missed a thing or two, but for the most part, all the main stuff should all be in there. But obviously, if I miss anything, let me know, or just say, hey, Tags, you're a dumbass, you missed this, you missed that, so forth. But anyways, yeah, right now, in terms of my path sheet, if we go to HP, this is what it's looking like so far. I'm going to start to I'm going to probably do a lab slot for this here, for Wall Fort and Health. I want to get my Wall Fort up to 30 plus, and then my Health I could do a little bit. Defense percent is almost done. I think I got like 1 or 2 more levels left to do on that, and then I could stop working on that. And then here, I want to start investing more into my Wall Health, because every little upgrade into this thing made a huge difference when it comes to farming, and even in the tournaments in Champ League as well. And then here with the regen, I recently got my wall regen to level 11, and I've noticed a little bit of a difference, and I kind of want to upgrade that again if I could, like another level or so, the wall regen, maybe to level 12 or 13. And then maybe do another level of the wall thorns as well. Maybe do the thorns to 11 or 12. I just don't want to go too far into these, because as you can see, the wall regen by like level 20, you're looking at 11 days with 2x speed. Oh, I'm sorry. If I set this to 1x, basically by level 15, you're looking at 11 days for the wall regen, and there's so many other things that I could do for less time that would be a lot quicker for like a bigger ROI. As for the damage, I'm starting to work on the damage and the crit factor. I set a target for the super crit labs to stop at I think level 12 or so, because eventually these super crit labs, they scale up really fast in terms of the time to complete, and eventually I think to complete the whole thing it takes an absurd amount of time. It's just ridiculous. And my stone path, it wants me to do my chain damage. I want to do this upgrade here, this chain, but I don't have enough stones. I think I currently have 208 stones. Now the question is, should I be a naughty boy and get a stone pack for that? Probably not. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wait and see how many stones I get from the weekly mission stuff and all, and I probably have to wait for the next tournament to end, I guess, to get this. Or instead of doing that, I could just do my Death Wave cooldown instead, which if I jump to Econ, I could always do my Death Wave cooldown for 248, because if I could get a couple of the... I think if I get one of the stone things in the event shop and then the weekly missions, I think those should give me enough stones for this, possibly. And then here for the Econ path, I've been doing a lot more with the golden bot. Also, if you noticed, I did golden tower duration a few times. Now it's level 18, I believe. It's going to 19 now, if I'm correct. And I do want to finish that because I think it's a great upgrade to do for Econ. Also, in terms of the tournaments, basically, we were in Legends League for a little bit, but we just got demoted again. We got absolutely cooked in this tournament. Basically, I think I got to like wave 200 exactly, and in 25th place, and the person in 24th had like 205, I think, and I was unable to get 206 or above. Now, for this one, recently I live streamed it. This run, I didn't think that a lot of players would watch, but I think I had like a decent crowd of maybe like 10 or so at one point. So maybe in the future I'll consider doing that again. Anyone that tuned in, or anyone that did not tune in, this is basically how it went. To my iPad, I forgot to close the game out on my iPad, even though I did a forced save on my phone. There we go, it's maximized. I thought I was going to lose a lot of damage if I maximized it, but I guess not. Alright, 164. I gotta rely on my energy shield now to keep me alive. And, of course, hopefully the fast enemies don't... Nice! That boss got nuked. It's based on how many digits of your cash. Okay. Well, I got 10 million now, so... I guess, yeah, realistically, you would want Q damage at this wave based on the enemy's health. I'm trying to figure out what would be the fastest way to boost my damage, whether it's by crit factor, super crit, or just by damage itself. I think doing super crit and crit factor is the way to go in terms of doing more like damage overall. 199. Okay, can we get a skip? Come on, can we please get another skip here? Another skip would be nice. Damn. So yeah, basically I was doing a damage build with max range, I believe. I think the battle conditions for this tournament really ruined me, since I was relying on damage. The boss's ultimate completely screwed me over. I think when the other one had the fast ultimate, it was a little bit better, since I have the chrono field and all, and energy net to stop the boss a little bit. But the boss ultimate with the overheal and all, that was just really ridiculous. So I'm going to be getting demoted back down to Champion League, and for whatever reason, I don't know why, but I feel like I tend to do worse in Champion League than in Legends, because I guess because I rely more on damage. And I say that because last time in Champion, I got to wave 1100. I spoke to someone else and they were able to get to like wave like 1300 in champion, but then they only get to like wave 50 in Legends League, which I don't understand because I could get up to wave 200 in Legends League, but then in champion I only get to like 1050 to 1100. I don't know, but yeah. Anyways, I guess I could give an update on the labs while this is running still. So as you can see now, these are my current labs. I'm finally doing defense percent to level 23. I put it off for so long, and even after doing one upgrade or two, I noticed a difference in how far I could go on my runs. I think after like one upgrade or two, I was able to go like 200-300 more waves on tier 9, just off of that alone, or tier 8, I think, tier 8 or 9. And then I did tier 10, and I ended up doing a good amount of waves for that as well. So I might have to revisit tier 10 as well. But obviously, I want to try and get over wave 6500 for the maximum efficiency when I'm farming. Also, I'm finally getting Death Wave cell bonus to the max level. Shout out to Nick Moneymaker for bringing up this upgrade. I think it's really been helpful because I've been getting a lot more cells. I think at some point I had over 100,000 cells, and I've been putting 3x into everything and even 4x into one thing, which is the Chrono Field Duration, which is going to level 25. It's got 16 days left on it currently, but with the 3 and 4x boost, it should only take maybe 4 or 5 days altogether, and then I want to try and finish this as soon as I can because I would like to get a permanent Chrono Field because I already have, I guess, what you could call a kind of developed Chrono Field because the cooldown's already maxed. The speed reduction's already a decent amount. I think it's like 45%, I think, something like that. I forget. 40% maybe. And yeah, the cooldown's maxed, and the duration's the only thing left. I think right now the duration's like 40 seconds. I guess I'll check after this. But yeah. After the Death Wave cell bonus is done, I guess I'm going to try and finish up the last 3 levels of Death Wave coin bonus. I think I only got like 3 levels left of that. You might as well get all the Econ stuff out the way now. And then I'm doing reroll shards because for the longest time I always complain about having no reroll shards, but I've never been doing the reroll shard lab. That just shows how smart I am. I'm just kidding. Obviously that's not smart that I haven't been doing it. But I'm working on it now. I want to get it to at least level 50. I want to max this, but I want to see how long the upgrades are after level 50. I guess I'll see how I feel after it's like level 50 or so. And then after that's done, I want to do, I believe it's called the Daily Mission Shard upgrade, because I think now that I'm in tier 16, I get a decent amount of shards per mission that I complete. And if I could get that to max level, that'll really help out with leveling up my modules. The Golden Bot cooldown level 6, this is as per my Econ effective path sheet. This is just one of the upgrades for that. I think after that is done, I'm going to do the Golden Bot duration. And then after that, I will go back to the Golden Tower duration to level 19 and so forth. And the Chrono Field duration, I'm going to try and run this to max. Now that I have a lot more cells, it's not like I'm doing normal speed. Now, if I was doing this at 1x speed, yeah, I mean, the gray hairs would be coming in on my beard by that point. By the time this is finished, because they say like 6 months minimum investment. But, I mean, we're already, and the reason why I want to do this is because I think it'll really help me in Legends League, since that's the only real CC that I have. In the future, I would love to save up stones to get inner landmines, because I think the stun would be really... It would synergize really well with this, but that's something way down the line in the future, because that would be a small price of 2,400 stones, which I don't have right now. I mean, my wallet sure does, but let's not go there, okay? But yeah. But anyways, so these are the current labs. Now, as of the key ones that I finished, if I go to hide completed, if we go over here. Where are they? I just need to go to the, oh, so this one here, the Spotlight coin bonus, this is, I'm trying to think of the word for this. Oh, yeah. That's right. This one is gold boxed now. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, this one's I finally maxed out my Spotlight coin bonus. I did it recently. I kind of rushed the last upgrade because I wanted to get it done. But since I have 3 spotlights, this will really benefit me now. So I got that done. That's a key upgrade. We also got our next upgrade, our next key upgrade that we finished. I think I mentioned this already. We got the Golden Tower duration to level 18. I do want to max this out eventually. I'm just not going to do it in a row because of the upgrade time. This one's 9 days. So I'm just going to wait a little bit for that. As I was saying earlier, defense percent is now level 21. And it is going to level 22. Apparently I can't find where it is on here because I am blind. Here it is, yeah. So right now that's level 21. That's going to 22. Also, in other news, we have our Death Wave health. We just got another upgrade into that. We got that to level 29. Apparently I can't find where anything is. Yeah, so Death Wave health is level 29. We also got our health to level 38 as well. I do want to put more levels into this. Since I'm still running an EHP build with Orb Devo, I would like to get more into this. And also Chrono Field duration, as I said before, is level 24 now, going to 25. Eventually I want to max that. Death Wave cell bonus, that is going to max as well. And just to show here, if I could find it, the upgrade cost for this was 2.03 trillion for me, which sounds like a lot, but now with the coins that I'm making now, this is basically like, I don't know, like after a few hours, I guess. I don't know. So it's not too bad. And then also, we also got our critical factor to level 45. I want to work on this. I've been doing more upgrades of this as per my damage path on the effective path sheet. So I've been doing more of this. And then also, I put 2 more upgrades into the Chrono Field range. I was able to sneak some in. Thanks to my cell boosting, I was able to get this to level 14. I kind of want to get it to 15 eventually, but for 4 days, I could do other stuff in the meantime. Now, what do I want to do in the future in my lab? When everything is done, eventually I want to max out the orb boss hit to max. I keep on hearing that this is a important lab, and if you run a lot of orbs, this might do better. I mean, this might be good for you to max, even though I don't really run a build that involves like slowing the boss with inner inner landmine stun and all that. But I guess this is still good to have for the future. Eventually, I want to max out my Golden Tower duration, as I was saying earlier. I want to get my defense percent to 23. And I also want to max out as I was saying earlier, the daily mission shard. It's level 4 right now. I want to get this to max. It's 50 levels, but it seems pretty quick to do. It may take like a week or so, maybe. And then I also want to do the module upgrades. There is a module lab or 2 that I want to do as well. So if I scroll down here, I want to do the common drop chance to max. And I want to do the rare drop chance to max if I can. I think those will really help with helping the boss drop more modules, so I get the shards, I guess, to level them up faster. Also, let me know what you guys think about this one. So this may be more so a controversial one, but I kind of want to do the Death Wave armor strip lab upgrade. I can't find it, but I had it over here somewhere. If I could find it. Okay, apparently I can't find it, but I want to do the Death Wave armor stripping upgrade only because only because recently I got a module effect to increase the quantity of my Death Wave on both my Multiverse and my Dimension Core, and I feel like this would help with that armored enemies debuff. But now I'm starting to hear that This might be a foot gun. If anyone can clarify on that, let me know in the comments down below. I don't know if I should go for this yet or not, or maybe that's a big mistake. I don't know. I guess I could wait on this one. Also, I guess I guess to like improve things with missions, I was thinking of doing the recharge nuke lab to max eventually to help out with that nuke mission, because I noticed for this event now there's more nuke missions now. Even though I don't really have an issue with that mission because my nuke card is maxed, it's just annoying as hell to do, just repeating over and over the same thing like 30 times. It just gets old after a while. Like, it's not fun at all. I also want to do the second wind blast to max. I never maxed it out. I put like one level into it, I think, and then that was it. I can't find that. I had it over here somewhere. But yeah, the second wind blast, I got to level 1. I could max this out pretty fast, I bet. I also want to do my wall fortification, my wall fort to level 30 at least. It's currently 26. I want to get it to 30 eventually. I feel like every time I upgrade this, it does really good. And I agree with Primo. I think this upgrade is absolutely goated, So, the more the merrier with this one. Also, in other news, I also want to do these things to max level as well. If I go over to the utility section, I want to max out the enemy health level skip lab and the enemy attack level skip lab to max. It's only 20 levels. It seems pretty quick. Might as well. Also, I want to work on strengthening my wall in terms of EHP. So I want to get the wall regen up, I guess, another level or so. Maybe get the regen to level 12 and then maybe to 13. I don't know, depending on the upgrade time. And then I want to get my wall thorns up to at least 11 now. I feel like that would really help later on with taking out elites and stuff a little bit faster. And then wall rebuild, maybe get this to level 10, so when my wall does go down in like the tournaments, it'll come up a little bit faster before the next boss, I guess. I don't know. And then obviously I was saying the GT duration to max as per the path sheet that I have. I guess I kind of want to do range as well to level 40 just for the tournaments. It's currently 32. This seems pretty quick, I guess, to do. I kind of want to get this up a little bit more for the tournaments. I feel like the more range I have, the more effective my strategy is with the chrono field and energy net to stall out the boss to give my chain lightning shock time to ramp up. But I don't know. It's not really high up on the priority list because there's so many better things that could be done right now. Also, another key upgrade that I should do is the black hole lab that disables ranged enemies. I don't know if I can find that real quick. I think I put it in the favorites. Apparently I did not, but yeah. So I want to get this one done eventually. This would really help out in terms of CC and with my black hole. Obviously, I do eventually want to get a permanent black hole, but we're not there just yet. I'm working on it still. But yeah, that's basically what I want to do with my labs. Also, we could check in with our modules real fast. My Astral Deliverance, everything's the same on it. I'm about to make this level 110 after this run. I have the shards now for it. The only differences here is my multiverse and my dimension core. My multiverse now, I switched up. I had to re-roll a little bit. I got the Death Wave quantity, but I did lose the Golden Tower bonus ×1 effect. I mean, yeah, it kind of sucks, but it was only one-time bonus. I mean, without it, with perk, my GT bonus is still like 32 times, 32.1. So going from 33.1 to 32.1 is not really that bad. I mean, considering my Econ is still like going up big time. So instead, I took the trade-off where now I have Death Wave +2, which I think this is way better for farming with, because now, especially with the Cell Lab and all that, with the more effect waves now, more things will get hit, which means more bonuses. So this is why I kind of want to finish the Death Wave coin bonus lab, because now that'll be even more coins that I could make. And then here on the Dimension Core, I switched up two things on here. I now have the Death Wave, the quantity +2, and I have the chain lightning, the quantity +3. I want to keep that one. I was going to get rid of it, but it's actually pretty decent. It's a lot better than putting chain lightning damage, so I'm just going to leave that on there. Now the Death Wave +2, I kind of want to get rid of that on this module. Basically, I kind of want to re-roll it, but obviously at 500 shards a re-roll, it's a little bit expensive, so not right now, I guess. But yeah, I kind of want to switch that out. What I really want is I want the Chrono Field slowdown. I think it's 11%. I would love to have that on this for the tournaments and stuff. I think that would help out so much, basically, for that. And then also, in the Anti-Cube, I finally got Shockwave Frequency, but it's epic. So, it is what it is. I'll try and get a better one in the future, but who knows how much I'm going to have to re-roll for that. But, oh well. This is better than nothing for now. And then for G-Comp, my Galaxy Compressor, these are my effects for it. I believe the package chance I just put on it, or the enemy attack level skip. I know someone suggested that, so this is definitely a great idea. I do want to get this to legendary, this attack level skip effect, but that means I got to re-roll a ton, and maybe in the future, maybe eventually I'll get it. I don't know. Hopefully. And then on the project funding, I re-rolled this a little bit, and this has the cash bonus along with both level skip effects. Now the enemy attack level skip is only epic, but then again, I'm running this for the damage, not the tank things, so that's fine for right now. Eventually, I want to get my Galaxy Compressor to Mythic at least. I feel like sometimes I feel like, I'm pretty sure other players, they say this too. They just feel like this module doesn't exist. That's how I feel. Also, there's still no custom banner. I mean, I wouldn't mind it in the meantime if they put the project funding back on there until they release the next module, but that's not my choice. I have no control over that, so oh well, it is what it is. But yeah, anyways, I want to go ahead and let this run finish out, and then once this is done, we can go over the workshop stuff. Okay, so it looks like we died at about wave 6518. I thought this was going to go a lot further, but I guess I was wrong. If you go to the stats here for the breakdown, it looks like we made about 75,000 cells. Pretty awesome. And then the breakdown from the ultimate weapons, it looks like about 10.5 trill was from the Golden Tower, half of that was the Black Hole, and almost 5 trillion from the Spotlight. So before, my Spotlight would only do like, it was 5.4 from the Death Wave and 9.6 from the Black Hole. Usually the Spotlight is around 50% of the Black Hole, but 5.49 trillion of that is from the Death Wave. Once I get the Death Wave coin bonus to max level, that'll really help out with that. That'll boost that number even more. So maybe if it was max level, I guess it could have been like, I don't know, could have been like maybe, who knows, 5.6 trillion or something, maybe more, maybe 6 trillion, I don't know. But yeah, it looks like we got killed by a ray, interestingly enough. But yeah, first things first, since I got the coins I needed, I'm going to go ahead and get that coin bonus upgrade that I was looking for. Perfect. Which I feel like that'll pay off because I need that to farm more coins. It's one of the things that I should be investing in. But in terms of the workshop, if we go to the beginning, I put a little bit into my damage. It's now 5607. And I maxed out critical factor in the workshop now, because like for tournaments and stuff, I basically I max it out anyway. It doesn't really matter for the farming runs. Yeah, it keeps the death wave up a little bit more, but it's not really that big of a deal. I think I put a little bit more into the damage per meter. That's now 160. I'm probably not going to max that just because it's very expensive. Bounce shot range, I may have put a couple levels into that. The super crit chance I maxed out in the workshop so that I don't have to worry about it. And then the super crit multiplier is now level 97. I kind of want to put some more levels into that as well eventually. Rend armor chance is now 85 and the multiplier is 64. Health, I may have put a little bit into it. It's now 5608. Regen, I may have put a few levels into that as well, and now that's 5584. I put a little bit into defense absolute, but I'm at a point now where this is pretty much irrelevant. So I'm only putting the coins into this now, only just so later on with the free upgrades, or just so it's easier to max out so that the free upgrades can focus on other stuff. Well, I guess for like a tournament run too, I guess it would be easier to max this out sooner so that the free upgrades could be used on other things. Also, I believe I put a little bit into landmine. Wall health, I believe, is 1023 now, and the rebuild I got up to 212. Utilities, basically here, the only updates here are I put a little bit more into my attack level skips. Now my health level skip is 200, and my the health level skip, is 200, and the attack level skip is now 247. I'm going to get this up a little bit more. I guess with the coins I have, I'm probably going to put this into the regen, but let's see what else we have. For the Workshop Plus, the cash bonus is now 1.43, basically for the project funding and stuff. Coin bonus, I just got the 1.2. Now, this is where it really begins to ramp up because the next upgrade now is 22 trillion coins. But with this upgrade, I feel like it'll be a lot easier to reach that now. I guess we'll see. Cell skill bonus is 1.17. Free upgrades is 1.07. I put one upgrade into that. I heard that this one is really good to do because more free upgrades means more level skips in the tournaments. Recovery package, I don't really got to do that much because I don't use the wormhole or redirector. And I have wall anyway. So if I do put some coins into it, it's only to help me unlock the next thing, which is the level skip enhancements. But I'm still a while to go from that. I got a long way still. For health, we have 1.45 for the health, 1.41 for the regen. Wall health, I got up to 1.42. I feel like every upgrade I put into the wall health has really helped with the farming. I definitely want to upgrade this as much as I can, as I feel like the benefits are really good for it. The orb size, I don't see myself using right now. I guess eventually, if I want to switch to like a hybrid build, then this would be ideal to use maybe. But I guess I would need like a permanent black hole for that. But I guess if I do want to get a permanent black hole, I would have to get my Galaxy compressor up to at least Mythic or even Ancestral probably for that. Maybe. But I guess what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put these into regen for now. And it'll help for the tournament as well. So now that's 5607. Almost the same level as the health. And then I guess I could just put the rest into... I don't even think I could put it into landmine damage, but what else do we have? Oh, you know what? Actually, we got to upgrade my module, so let's upgrade that module. Now it does 3.140 times damage. That's much better than putting it into the landmine damage. But I guess the leftover coins now could go into defense absolute. That brings it up to 3311. But yeah. I don't know if I'll be able to max out these things anytime soon, like health and damage in the workshop. I want to get them as leveled up as much as I can, obviously, but I don't know how much more I could do currently. And now for the ultimate weapons, My chain lightning now damage is pretty decent. The chance now is 20%. It says 4% because of my module effect, but only other difference here is I put a little bit more into the chrono field duration. That's now 40 seconds here. And I may have put one upgrade into the spotlight angle. I'm trying to debate on what I want to spend my stones on next. I'm looking towards the Death Wave cooldown. I think if I could do this I think I should be able to do this 2 more times, because what I'll do is I'll try and get the stones to do this upgrade through, I guess, the event shop, and then the daily mission chest, which I believe is in another hour, the 30 box. Maybe that'll give me enough, or I might have to wait for the 35 box to get enough stones. I don't know. I forget how many I get from them. I don't know the exact number. But yeah, I want to get the Death Wave cooldown at least 2 more times, and then it would be cool if I could get the Death Wave cooldown to 2 minutes to sync with the Golden Tower. And then I guess it would be sort of in sync with the Black Hole, like every 4 black holes would be 1 Death Wave, but obviously getting that down to 1 minute would be much better. But it's just going to get really expensive in the meantime. And then for the Death Wave, it says 5 because of the module effect. The 5 effect waves I feel like is really beneficial, especially to farm with. Smart missiles, I'm probably not going to do anything for that anytime soon. I just don't think it's the smart thing to do at the moment, you know. I feel like that's more like for late game, but not really much we could do with them now. Black Hole, I could also do duration maybe once or twice. I could probably do the duration now, but putting all my stones into 1 second, I feel like is not as benefit. It's not going to benefit as much as lowering the cooldown to my Death Wave. I feel like lowering the Death Wave cooldown will have a larger effect, and it'll also lower my multiverse average, which I believe is currently I think it's like 108 seconds. It would lower that to about like 104, 105 seconds, I think. Which, I mean, obviously it's still high, but I do gotta eventually get if I get a ancestral multiverse nexus, that'll help out with the cooldown average, and then it'll be under 100 seconds, which would be pretty good. Then it'd be like 1:30. But yeah, and then so that's that. And that should wrap up this episode of Making Up for Lost Time. And yeah, that should be it for right now. And I will see you guys next time.